Yo, what's goody YTBC? What's good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world? B Marsh with another boxing video. So this particular vid about to take you back into my series, fights we didn't get to see series. And this particular fight I'm about to get into is a fight between Joe Calzaghe, the WBO, what is he, super middleweight champion of the world versus the WBA and IBF super middleweight champion of the world at the time was Svenn Otkee, guy from Germany. So the Prince of Wales, the Italian Dragon, Joe Calzaghe versus Svenn Otkee. Two of these guys were champions, you know what I'm saying? And both of these guys should have fought, man. I'm thinking about like 2004, you know what I mean? Before Svenn Otkee retired, you check it. All right, now the man Svenn Otkee, like I said, he has two belts. He has a WBO, and I'm sorry, WBA belt. He got off of Brian Mitchell, super middleweight Brian Mitchell, and he got the IBF off of Charles Brewer. You know what I mean? And ironically, these two guys, they both fought common opponents. You know what I'm saying? David Starry, Robert Reed, Charles Brewer, Brian Mitchell. They fought a lot of the same fighters. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately they ain't get to fight. So these are the reasons why. Let's get into it, man. The guy Svenn Otkee was a guy 34 and 0, retired undefeated, 6 KOs. Not really a knockout artist, you know what I'm saying? But the man Svenn Otkee was a decent fighter. But how good is he? You know what I'm saying? The guy never challenged himself. You know what I'm saying? The guy never left Germany. You know what I mean? So we don't know how good he is. You know what I'm saying? And but a fight that he should have. He had a lot of controversial decisions in my opinion. You know what I mean? Both them Charles Brewer fights that he fought. You know what I'm saying, against Svenn Otkee. Svenn Otkee versus Charles Brewer. Both of them fights, in my opinion, I had Charles Brewer winning them fights. You know what I'm saying? And then we have David Starry. That's another fight, David Starry versus Svenn Otkee, that I had David Starry winning. You know what I mean? Close decision, but I had him winning. What's these other guys? Robert Reed. This guy right here, you see him on the film study right now. This guy had him beating Svenn Otkee. Actually, I had him beating him wide, you know what I mean? Like, I gave Robert Reed like almost every single round, you know what I mean? I ain't watched the fight in a while, but I remember watching this fight. I gave almost every single round. I had it like 11 to 1 in favor of Robert Reed, you know what I'm saying? And these guys, Robert Reed, he did go the distance with Calzaghe, you know what I mean? And believe that was a split decision, you know what I'm saying? But Calzaghe won that fight, in my opinion. Calzaghe beat guys like David Starry, you know what I mean? I think he knocked out Brian Mitchell, if I ain't mistaken. Uh, you know what I'm saying? He beat Charles Brewer, unanimous decision, So he beat these guys that Svenn Otkee fought. He beat him with ease, you know what I'm saying? Robert Reed was the guy though. His robbery was sickening, man. I ain't gonna lie. He beat the shit out of him, man. But he got a lot of help. Svenn Otkee did. He got a lot of help from the referee. You know what I mean? But this particular fight, like I said, it would have been a unification fight. I think Mikhail Kessler them times, if I'm not mistaken, he might have had the WBC belt. You know what I mean? Cause what's his name? Jeff Lacey picked up that belt, that IBF strap that Svenn Otkee vacated, and that's how Calzaghe became a unified champ. You know what I mean? And Calzaghe went on a few years later to beat Mikhail Kessler, who was a unified champ himself. He had the WBA and the WBC belt, But this particular fight right here, man, the reason it didn't happen, man, Calzaghe seen all these robberies happening against fighters going out there to Germany to face Svenn Otkee, man. So that right there was a deterrent for him to be like, no, I can't go out there, man. I'm not going out there to risk my belt to fight a guy who, ain't gonna only got 6 knockouts, can't knock nobody out, but he's still getting every decision, you know what I'm saying? So he wasn't about that life, you know what I mean? Calzaghe wasn't trying to go out there, and I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? The man, Svenn Otkee was, his promoters were the Sauerland brothers, you know what I'm saying? The Sauerland. And these guys were, they had the negotiations with Calzaghe. They negotiated a couple times, you know what I mean? A few times, and they never came to a conclusion, you know what I'm saying? Even Joe Calzaghe had insisted and, suggested that They could have the fight on the neutral grounds. Don't have to be in the UK. Don't have to be in Germany. Fight on the neutral ground. But the man, Sven Oki and his team, they wouldn't budge. You know what I'm saying? They weren't trying to, trying to leave the country, trying to leave Germany. You know what I'm saying? Basically pulling a Darius Michalkowski. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, even Michalkowski and Sven Oki were supposed to fight some years later on down the line, like after they had retired. You know what I mean? But the man, Sven Oki, ain't never leave the country, and Calzaghe was like, I'm not going out there. You know what I'm saying? Would I, would Sven Oki be a good name to have on Calzaghe's resume? Would it enhance his? Would it enhance his resume? In my opinion, not necessarily. Because in my opinion, Sven Oki wasn't a valiant champion like that. You know what I mean? Any man who's not willing to leave his comfort zone, to me, in my opinion, is not a world a world champion like to the it's not a world champion like a man who's willing to put it all on the line. You know what I'm saying? He's just a belt holder in my opinion. You know what I mean? And the man Sven Oki is he's definitely he fits the mold. You know what I mean? You check it. I think Sven Oki, if he fought any real opponents, you know what I mean, he would have got beat. You know what I'm saying? Even if he left the country, guys like Robert Reed beat him, David Starry beat him, even Charles Brewer. A lot of guys, almost half of the guys on his resume, in my opinion, probably beat this guy, Sven Oki. And I'm not throwing no shade on Sven Oki. This is just how I saw it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the guy just was in his comfort zone, wasn't trying to leave the country, man. Like I said, pulling a Darius Michalkowski, you know what I mean? So as far as styles, you know what I'm saying, who would I have winning the fight? I probably would have the man Calzaghe, man, winning this fight easily, you know what I'm saying? I think Calzaghe was a guy who his punch output and his work rate was just something that this guy Sven Oki had never faced before, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't ready for that you know, punches from all angles and punching every minute, and just a guy who actually even gets stronger and faster as the rounds go on. You know what I mean? I think Calzaghe was slap box him to death. You know what I'm saying? Um, the man, what's his name? Sven Oki was an aggressive fighter, come forward guy. You know what I'm saying? But I think technically his skill set wasn't quite like the man Calzaghe. Calzaghe had the faster feet, had the faster hand speed. You know what I'm saying? Guy Calzaghe, in my opinion, had a good jab, and he just was a relentless fighter who wouldn't give up. You know what I mean? And Calzaghe's been in only controversial decisions I've seen him in really is with guys like B Hop. You know what I mean? And that was later on in his career. You know what I'm saying? Like one of his last few fights. I think probably even his last fight of his career was against B Hop, and he called it quits. You know what I mean? And that's why I said this fight should have happened in '04. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when the man Sven Oki retired. You know what I mean? That's when he retired, and the man Calzaghe fought some dude. That when he fought that kind of Egyptian dude, was he Egyptian? A kind of rugby player. You know what I'm saying? I think that fight right there could have been replaced with the fight between Joe Calzaghe and Sven Oki. You know what I mean? I think Sven Oki was his days would be numbered if he did really challenge himself to fight the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? But when he did fight even the fridge contenders at super middleweight, the man lost these fights. In my opinion, he got them hometown decisions, and these are the reasons why a man like Joe Calzaghe was not willing to put it all on the line to come out to Germany. You know what I'm saying? Because he's seeing guys that he's whooped on. You know what I'm saying? Numerous guys, all these guys that he's whooped on, they going out there to Germany. They actually beating Sven Oki, but they getting robbed. You know what I'm saying? So who knows what the picture would have been like in the mid 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Between how the picture would be like in the super middleweight division if the man Sven Oki wasn't a major player. You know what I'm saying? The best name on Sven Oki's resume is I think in '99 he fought the man Glenn Johnson. You know what I mean? He beat Glenn Johnson. He beat him fair and square, unanimous decision. He wasn't going to knock him out, not with no 6 knockouts, not knocking out like the Road Warrior Glenn Johnson. You know what I mean? But a lot of fights from the man Sven Oki, man. You know, they just proved he wasn't a real champion, and in my opinion, the man Calzaghe is a Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? He not just my opinion. He's already in the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? The man had an excellent career. I think these two guys, Svenn and Calzaghe, have the most title defenses ever at super middleweight. You know what I mean? You check it, but Svenn, you check it. The man got a lot of dubious decisions, man. But the worst of them was against Robert Reed. You know what I mean? Guy from England, man. That fight right there was a fight that showed me this guy right here is being protected out in Germany, and it is what it is, man. But I think Calzaghe would have won this fight probably by I don't think he would have knocked this guy out because this guy was a tough guy, by the way. Svenn Otkee. I mean, he had that tough, rugged demeanor about him. Even the way he fought, you know what I'm saying? A come forward fighter, a guy who likes to put pressure on guys. But I don't think he would have beat a guy who had the hand speed like the man Svenn Otkee. I'm sorry, Joe Calzaghe, you know what I'm saying? I think he would be easy to hit, you know what I'm saying? He would be wide open for shots from Calzaghe. And Calzaghe could possibly even hurt him bad, you know what I mean? But I don't know if he'd knock him out. Because Calzaghe, he himself wasn't a devastating puncher, you know what I mean? But I think it'd be a great fight, man. Joe Calzaghe versus Svenn Otkee. But like I said, Joe Calzaghe, in my opinion, he didn't need this fight to enhance his legacy or for him to make the Hall of Fame or any of that, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody who's watching boxing then already knows that Svenn Okie's team, it's like Felix Sturm, you know what I'm saying? It's like, who else? It's like Darius Michalkowski, man. These German guys, guys who might get favorable decisions in their home country, but guys who also will not leave their country, you know what I mean? I remember one vicious KO that the man Svenn Otkee had on guys like Anthony Mundine, the guy from Australia, you know what I'm saying? So that was these are the best names that this guy has really on his resume, you know what I mean? Glenn Johnson beaten fair and square, Anthony Mundine, you know what I mean? But a lot of guys he fought, man, he didn't beat. And that's why I'd go with the man Joe Calzaghe to slap box him to death and win a unanimous wide decision. Probably like 9 rounds, 10 rounds to 2, you know what I mean? 9 rounds to 3. B Marsh Boxer, let me know in the comment section what you think about this fight. 2004, who would you pick to win? Svenn Otkee, the WBA and the IBF champion, super middleweight versus the WBO champion Joe Calzaghe, who later on in his career went on to become the undisputed champion at super middleweight. You know what I'm saying? He had his WBO he got from when he fought vacant title versus Chris Eubank. He had the IBF strap he got off of Jeff Lacey, and he beat Mikhail Kessler for a WBC and a WBA super middleweight title. So, in my opinion, Joe Calzaghe, in my opinion, is the greatest super middleweight of all time. You know what I'm saying? Probably put him and Andre Ward in there. Those are two greatest super middleweights of all time. And this is a fight that should have happened. 04. Let me know your thoughts and comments in the comment section. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up and please subscribe if you're new to the channel. And thanks for checking me out. B Marsh Boxing. And also, don't forget, please check out the playlist I have on my fights we didn't get to see series. I have numerous fights in there, and that should have happened, you know what I'm saying? And basically, show all the, you know what I'm saying, different reasons why the fight didn't happen, you know what I mean? B Marsh Boxing, I'm out. Peace.